What's up guys, welcome. So I've been seeing a lot of AI Ghibli art recently, and honestly as an artist, I'm not a big fan. So today, for anybody who's actually interested in picking up a pen and learning something new, I'm going to teach you guys how to draw in the Ghibli style. This is one of the easier styles to learn, and we're going to break it down into simple steps so absolutely anybody can follow along. Even if you have zero artistic training, you have no skill, you have no talent, you've never been good at anything in your life, you got this, brother. Come on. Please go ahead and grab your pencil, grab your paper, grab your tablet, and let's start off with a nice round circle. This beautiful circle right here is step number 1. I'm going to try to draw this character in a 3/4 view, kind of like how you're seeing me right now, which means for step number 2, we're going to draw a line down from the side of this circle. We're going to curve this line down at the bottom. It's going to come to a point here at the chin. That's going to be the very bottom of the head. Now from here, our line is going to turn back up and is going to merge with the back side of the head. One thing to be careful of is to make sure the chin is not too far right or too far left, because then your character is going to look kind of goofy. Now we're going to find the intersection point between the back of the head and the jaw. And right around here, we're going to get a big C shape for the ear, just like that. And now this ear is going to be reflected onto the other side. So behind the outside of the face, we're going to get the shape of the opposite ear. And this portion concludes step number 2. So now let's move on to step number 3. We're going to start working on the eyes, which means we're going to find the tops of our ears and we're going to draw a line right across the front of our face based on the positioning of the top of the ears. This is the eye line. This is where your eyes are going to be sitting. Now for Ghibli characters, I find it really helpful to just draw your eyes as simple circles first. Once you're happy with the positioning of these circles, you can add 2 lines just above them, and these are going to be your character's eyebrows. One thing to be careful of is to make sure the eyebrow's not too far left or too far right. Make sure there's a bit of balance, a bit of symmetry. You don't want your character looking like this. I'm going to just add a little bit of volume here, okay, now that we got our brows done. We're going to once again use a darker line here and just trace across the top of each circle. And this is what's going to give you your character's top eyelid. From this point, we're going to add in an oval shape in each eye for the iris. Make sure that it looks like your character's looking in one direction and not 2. See, if you draw the iris a little bit too far to either side, your character starts to have a very goofy looking eye, okay? So just make sure that, you're putting it in the right position. Now at this point, what I like to do is erase away some of our guidelines so that we can get a better look at our character's features. Now at the bottom of the irises, we're going to add in 2 small lines just like that. That's going to be the bottom lid. And now I want to just color in the irises. So I'm going to take a darker color and apply a solid fill. Now usually on Ghibli characters, you're going to see highlights on one side of the eye. So let's take a eraser tool and erase away a little dot in each eye. At the very middle, I'm going to add in a darker portion. This is going to be the pupil, the dark hole into your soul. And that does it for step number 3. Now for step number 4, we're going to start working on the nose. For the nose, we're going to just trace a line down from this point right here along the outer eyebrow. I'm going to draw a straight line down and curve it in like that. That's the shape of your character's nose. The Ghibli nose is very simple. We're going to erase away our traced line here. So it should go something like this, this, and this. And at the very bottom, we're going to get one small line that's going to indicate the positioning of the nostril. Congratulations, you've finished step number 4. Now for step number 5, we're going to work on the mouth. Ghibli mouths are very simple. We're going to try to find the midway point between the nose and the chin. We're going to get a straight line across just like that. At the bottom of this line that you've just put down, we're going to get another smaller line, and that's going to indicate the bottom of the lip. So now that we've finished with step number 5, what I like to do at this stage is just refine the shape of the face a little bit. What I mean by this is, see, when we first started, we just drew out the shape of the jaw without really considering how it matches with the rest of the facial features. But now that we've applied our facial features, we can start reworking some of the lines that we've put down before into something that looks a little bit more coherent with the rest of the face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the chin down a little bit. I'm going to bring the jaw out. We're still kind of maintaining the same curve as before, but I'm just expanding this shape a bit to better match the face. Now on the other side, I'm going to shrink this side of the face a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of curve to the side of the face to give him some cheeks. And then we're going to bring that line down to the chin, make it a little bit more pointed. I'm going to even add in a little bit of double eyelid here, just to give some more detail to our character. I'm going to erase away the construction line along the ears, and we're going to draw one line going up and one line going back down, and that's a simplified Ghibli ear. And on the other side, we're going to just draw one line going up. Now, depending on how buff or how thin we want Bro to be, you can have the neck start here like this, and he's like a huge bodybuilder, or you can be a normal person and have his neck start right about there. There you go. That's a dude with a normal neck. And at the bottom here, we're going to have some collarbones. Like that. Now, of course, we're here to draw a Ghibli character and not an egg. So let's give him some hair. First thing I'm going to do is find the position of the hairline, maybe something like that. And from this point, let's just give him a hairstyle. Now, when you're drawing hair on your characters, it's really, really important to remember to draw them as an overall shape and not as individual strands. I cannot stress this enough. So let's move our way out to the side and let's think about the volume of the hair, okay? It's gonna not just sit flat on the scalp, but instead it's gonna be raised a little bit. And this is really gonna make your head look a lot bigger than it actually is. Now I'm gonna take our eraser and cut back away at some of these original construction lines. Now at the very front, let's just define the shape of the hairline, and then let's draw some simple strands to indicate the overall shape of the hair. Let's draw some loose strands here, some loose strands maybe at the top, some loose strands on the side just to indicate the silhouette, and a little bit of stranding at the top of the head. And there you go. Jesus Christ. Now let's just give him some clothes. Let's not be freaks here. Maybe a little bit more volume at the top of his head to capture the size of his brain. Before, after. Before, after. I like the volume better. Now, of course, you want to be sure to flip your canvas around just to make sure nothing's crazy out of place. But for the Ghibli style, it really doesn't matter too much because I've seen a lot of Ghibli characters kind of look a little bit lopsided. And that seems to me like it's just a part of the whimsical nature of the Ghibli art style. So it really doesn't matter. You can make mistakes. It doesn't have to be perfect. And there you have your first Ghibli character. Now, why don't we just add some colors? Here's how to color in Ghibli style. And for those of you guys who hate adding color to your work, don't worry. This is as simple as it gets. This is so easy that your dog could probably do it. It doesn't even have to be a dog. Your fish could probably do it. So what I've done here is added one flat color for the skin. Now we're going to take this skin color. We're going to make it a little bit darker. And on a new layer with a clipping mask, I'm going to add in, oh my God, the shadows. But here's the wonderful thing about Ghibli rendering is this is it. You just need a light color and a shadow color. So you can see here the light source is coming from the right side, so everything in the left side is going to be in shadow. Simple. You literally don't even need to add shadows for the nose. You don't have to worry about that. The only thing that I see sometimes is there's a shadow under the bottom lip. And what's that you said? You want to color the hair? You want to color the clothes? Exact same logic, guys. Let's use a brown color for the hair. Now we're going to take this brown color. We're going to select a slightly darker brown color. And I'm going to apply this brown color on the parts of the hair that are going to be in shadow, mainly on the left side of the head. Just like that, guys. Very, very simple. Now I'm going to take this shadow color on the skin and let's just add a bit of shadow under the hair here just for some consistency in the lighting, and let's add a little bit of shadow in the ear as well. And there you have it. Now let's give him some clothes maybe. Okay, so let's do a light color for the red, and maybe we can do a light color for the shirt underneath. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to take a slightly darker color, a little bit of blue here. And that is going to match up with the shadow on the skin. Now for the shadow on the sweater, slightly darker red color, a little bit of shadow on this side, just like that. Now let's take a white color here and apply that to the whites of the eyes. What's cool about the Ghibli style is you don't even have to pay attention to the shadow on the whites of the eyes because they're all rendered as white anyways. And if you've managed to follow along with me to this point, congratulations, I love your dedication, and you should have something that looks similar to this. There you go, you've got your first Ghibli character. So hopefully after watching this video, you guys have a better idea of how to actually draw Ghibli characters from scratch. If you want to make some Ghiblified versions of yourself, your loved ones, your friends, well, now you can do it. Instead of letting AI do all that for you, you can now make a GIF that's even more meaningful, something that you've actually put time and effort into. You can draw your parents, you can draw your friends, you can draw your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Now, of course, in this video, I only talk about the normal looking Ghibli characters. We didn't necessarily explore Yubaba, for example, because I felt like normal looking characters are what most people are going to be more interested in learning about. But yeah, guys, I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Go pick up a pencil and try this out for yourself. Give AI a break, okay? Y'all been asking too much from it. When it eventually wakes up and becomes sentient, it's going to be like, why did you make me do all of that? And it's going to take you out first. So let's just leave the AI be. And let's leave the creative things to ourselves. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more art-related content. Check out my Patreon for monthly tutorials, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Super idol 的笑容都没你的天马远征的